Hello and welcome to HCS Connects. I'm Kelly Gorel with Hampton City Schools. Today we have Damien Collins with us, who is the new principal at Bryan Elementary, home of the Patriots. So welcome to HCS Connects.
Thank you, thank you.
And so again, you are new to Bryan.
I am.
Not new to Hampton City Schools, and we'll get back to that in a moment. We're really here to learn a little bit more about you.
Yes.
So tell us, where did you grow up? Where'd you go to school?
Right. So I grew up in Newport News.
Okay.
I'm actually a product of a military family. So prior to moving to Newport News, we lived in Germany for a period of time. I was born in Hawaii. So a lot of diversity, a lot of great experiences based off of that. But grew up in Newport News and attended elementary, middle school, and high school there.
So sprechen Sie Deutsch?
A little bit.
Look, I took 5 years in high school, and that's probably like the best I can do.
Right.
So you could probably do even better than that. So how old were you when you were in Germany?
So I was there up until 10 years old. So for about 3 years, from about 7 to 10, we moved here in about 1996.
Okay.
So it's definitely a great experience there with the culture and the diversity. It was a change for me moving back here. I think one of the first things I recognized, or that was different for me, was just something like as simple as a stoplight, right? Not a lot of stoplights there. I mean, we lived on base, but once you kind of ventured off, the way that it is here in America is just vastly different to a certain extent. So just very subtle changes for me, and then just kind of once again being reintegrated back into our culture here.
That is on my bucket list.
For sure.
I have not been, so I'll be able to check in with you hopefully someday to talk about the stoplights.
Definitely.
So you also said Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
So have you been back to Hawaii or Germany since you were young?
I have not been back to either. That is definitely on my bucket list as well, to definitely venture back to both. Specifically Hawaii, that I don't remember at all, because I was 3 when we left. So I definitely want to ensure that I get back there someday.
So we should probably have a competition who can get there first.
Yes, definitely, definitely.
I don't know if my husband would like that competition very much, but maybe he would. So where did you end up going to college?
So I went to Virginia Commonwealth University, where I earned my bachelor's degree. And then for my administration supervision license, I went to Norfolk State University.
So did you start your career in Hampton in education?
I began as a teacher with Rivermont Schools in 2013. As I mentioned, I was a special education teacher there, and I truly enjoyed, once again, working with youth from a variety of different school divisions, and I wanted a new challenge. So at that point, I decided to apply here to Hampton City Schools, and it was the best decision I've ever made, for certain, to come here and be a part of our HCS family. I was hired during the 21-22 school year as a special education teacher and case manager at Mary Peak Elementary.
Okay, so you went from Mary Peak, but you have a high school background too. So tell us, where did you go from Mary Peak?
Right. So at some point, I decided, hey, I want to be an administrator. So after earning my administration and supervision license, I applied to be an administrator here with our division, and I was granted the opportunity to be at Hampton High School as an academy principal. There at Hampton High School, I oversaw 3 different academies: the Academy of Technology and Engineering, the International Baccalaureate Academy, and the Virginia Ship Repair Association Maritime Academy as well.
So that's quite a difference from special education elementary to a high school academy principal.
Definitely.
So you're working with 9th through 12th grade students.
Definitely.
So what was the biggest change there?
So for me, honestly, it was just the day-to-day, the movement. Of course, in the hallways, kids are bigger, but I would also go back to when I worked at Rivermont. I also worked with high school students and middle school students as well. So I had an array of backgrounds prior to, of course, becoming an administrator. But once again, just the athletics and all the additional things that kind of come along with being an academy principal was definitely a big change for me.
I mean, it's almost like a little city all in itself.
It is.
You think about all the dynamics and the movement, and you go from elementary where teachers are still walking their students in a line to the restroom, to lunch, to resource, where you're at high school, the bell lets loose and you've got 1,000 kids in the hallway all at once, 1,000 plus.
Moving around.
And a high school never rests, like we say that. There's stuff in the evenings between clubs and activities and sports. There's stuff on the weekends and even the summer. The high school environment never stops.
All the time.
So how long were you an academy principal at Hampton?
So I was an academy principal for 3 years.
Hence the red tie.
Yes, ma'am. So, I had to represent for the Crabbers today as well. So I truly enjoyed my time there. I had an array of experiences, of course, within each particular academy. We did a lot of great things, and I would like to highlight a few of those if possible.
Absolutely.
With the Virginia Ship Repair Association Maritime Academy, we had the opportunity to partner with Virginia Peninsula Community College, where students had the opportunity to earn 4 different certifications to ensure that they were able to be employed once they graduated from high school. So our seniors had a great opportunity to earn certifications and be employed potentially thereafter.
What a great opportunity.
Definitely. With the International Baccalaureate Academy, we had partnerships within our community where we raised funds for victims of human trafficking. We also engaged with our elementary schools. Bryan Elementary was one, and Jackson Elementary, where we provided small group instruction for those students. We also developed a tutoring opportunity for our 9th graders as well.
And the piece about like collecting donations for human trafficking, I had the opportunity to work with you several years ago,
yes, ma'am,
where the students went to Walmart.
We did.
Correct?
Yes.
And they had a shopping list.
Yep.
They went out. They went and they purchased items off of donations.
Yes, ma'am.
And created like care packages.
Yes.
Which was truly outstanding.
It was an amazing opportunity for those young people. They were truly invested into that opportunity as well. So all great things occurring.
So you're at Bryan now, but you're truly marketing very well for Hampton High School and their academies.
Yes.
So now at Bryan, and is it a pre-K through 5 or K through 5?
It's pre-K through 5. Yes, ma'am. We have an early childhood special education classroom.
So what's it like going back to the elementary world?
It's calm. It's calm. It's
you better bite your tongue. Right. Knock on wood or something.
It's definitely a great environment. The kids are always so excited about learning. They're so loving and caring, and they are at the high school level as well. They just show it differently. Students are quiet. They're in class. They're engaged. They're working hard. They're at school every day. They're excited about coming to school every day. And I'm just truly enjoying it. I'm truly enjoying pouring into our young people in a different capacity.
So, and I didn't ask you this earlier, but did you always want to go into education?
I transitioned into education. I always wanted to work with at-risk youth.
Okay.
So I think that's how I began my career for certain, working at Rivermont. I also worked at Riverside Behavioral Health Center prior to that. I always wanted to work with kids in one capacity or another. And of course, it just transitioned into education. I felt like that was where my strengths really came out in terms of supporting our young people. And once again, being offered these opportunities has been fantastic.
Well, that's amazing. So tell us a little bit about Bryan. What kind of opportunities are at Bryan Elementary School for students?
Yes. So I want to highlight a few things. In terms of, I mentioned that I am from a military background. My mom, she was retired Army. We are excited about potentially having the Purple Star designation there at Bryan. We recently applied for that. So I'm excited about supporting our military connected families and those students that are, in a position that I was once, where, you're having these transitions and there's a lot of uncertainty, and just having that stability, a place that you can call home. That is something that's really true and dear to me, that I'm very excited about potentially having that opportunity.
We have such a strong relationship. We're right here. I mean, Langley, Fort Eustis,
Definitely.
they're right in our backyard.
Definitely.
And so we'll find that information out hopefully the beginning of October, I think. So we will hopefully we'll be able to add Bryan to the Purple Star list. What else would you like to highlight about Bryan?
So of course, regarding experiences for our students, so we recognize, of course, within Hampton City Schools that with each of our students that the me I see is the me I'll be. So we want to ensure that we are investing in our students on an everyday basis and providing them with those opportunities to be exposed to a variety of careers. So we're continuing to increase that outside of our signature experiences as well. We are also reaching out to our community to bring in a variety of community partners to expose them to various careers, so students have the opportunity to see the different types of jobs that they can engage in.
Which you really do have a strong background, because you were an academy principal. And our academies, we've got 16 wall-to-wall academies within our four high schools, 44 pathways, and it really is about college, career.
Ready. Yes, ma'am, life ready.
And life ready. So now with Master Plan 2.0, which Hampton City Schools embarked on that last school year, it's bringing that K-12 forward NGL experience.
Yes.
And it's not pushing the academies down to middle school, and it's certainly not pushing the academies down to elementary, but exactly what you just said, like it's still having these signature experiences, these touch points for our youngest learners. So they're learning more about the me I see is the me I'll be.
Definitely.
And you know how to work with those community partners.
Yes.
Because at the high school level, gosh, we have over 400 community community partners that help support the academy. So now it's like tapping into that and look, you can support a kindergarten class. They don't think they can at first. They're a little bit nervous, I think, some of them, but really there's a lot of opportunity there.
There definitely is a variety of opportunities, and once again, tailoring that instruction as well for K through 5 in this case, for our students. But once again, it's all about that exposure piece, but also making learning relevant as well, so they can make those connections within instruction too.
I love it. Absolutely love it. So what have you been the most excited about or surprised about Bryan so far?
Honestly, I'm really just excited about how hard our staff members work. Our staff members are so engaged, they're so involved. They are always looking for opportunities to build their capacity to support our young learners as well. And, you know, as a new principal and having a new assistant principal as well,
that's right.
It's really supported us and helped us feel comforted being in our environment, because we know that we really truly have a group of teachers and staff that are supporting us on an everyday basis.
You've got great staff. I love going over to Bryan. I've been there for several different activities in the past.
Yes. So
talking about activities, anything coming up this fall?
So once again, just continuing to increase those opportunities for our young people as far as engagement, and partner with our community partners to bring them in and providing experiences for our students as well.
Excellent.
That's on the horizon.
So as we wrap up, I'm going to kind of not even talk about education or Bryan Elementary, but as we get to know you a little bit more, what's one thing about Damien Collins that nobody would know about?
Yeah, so I love playing video games, and I love playing fantasy football, and I'm actually in a fantasy football group with a few of our administrators here with Hampton City Schools. My team's not doing well right now, so I won't talk about that too much. It's a variety of players, but my football team in this case are the Denver Broncos. Right, yes, ma'am, fantasy football. So, you know, it's a soft spot for me right now, but hopefully my team will do better here soon.
And you like video games? Any particular video game?
Sports games mainly, for the most part, yes. Most people wouldn't know that about me, but I love gaming.
There you go. And do you have a favorite NFL team?
Yes, the Denver Broncos, and they're not doing that great right now either, but they're improving.
Well, I'm a Steelers fan. I was born in Pittsburgh. My husband was born in Pittsburgh. My kids don't have a choice. They are Steeler fans, and it is a love-hate relationship sometimes. So, well, we wish you the best of luck through this school year. You got a lot of great things going on, and you're very excited.
I am
as well.
Yes, ma'am.
So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for joining us on HCS Connects. Remember, it's easy to stay connected.